Howdy. This is movie Landmine. He's one of the only new molds to be released under the All-Spark Power subline. His alt mode is based on the Sector 7 buggies that you can see about 3/4 of the way through the film. It's very well done, especially regarding proportions and with all the mold and paint detailing in the right places. The general colour scheme is dull, but realistic, which is what this line generally aims for. Landmine has some nifty features in this mode. Like the Alternator's Jeep Wrangler mold, he has spring suspension, but the front wheels connect to these tabs pretty weakly, so it doesn't work as well as it should. The grenade launcher can be placed on the roof, and it can move in 3 ways, though it rotates rather loosely. But what I especially like are those seats inside. Few movie vehicles have these, especially ones as detailed as Landmine's. In a rough outline, the conversion to robot mode is the common G1 Autobot car transformation. Front becomes chest, rear forms the legs, and arms from underneath. But the originality lies within the details. For instance, the seats become hands, like so. While the gas cans form the toes. I wish these tyres would connect more solidly though, as it can cause stability problems for the robot mode later on. His robot mode definitely fits the movie aesthetic. A lot of fans have said that his head sculpt looks like an ice hockey player. I'd have to agree with that. His hands look a bit like claws though, which would have fitted a Decepticon more than an Autobot, in my opinion. Other than his short forearms, Landmine's good proportion-wise, and he's relatively kibble-free. His articulation is great too. He can move at lots of points, including the waist, despite that not being needed for transformation. The grenade launcher becomes his handheld weapon. It doesn't actually peg into his palm, so he can't hold it very well. Fortunately, you can leave it in its vehicle mode location and move it so it can aim clearly in front of it. Finally, he retains most of his mold and paint detailing of the vehicle, but there's some very small all-spark blue paint apps on his limbs, neck and head. They liven things up a bit, but not much. I imagine many would prefer him without that all-spark blue. In conclusion, he's one of the best movie molds, and while he has his flaws, they're easily overlooked by his merits. Get this one. Next I'm looking at Universe Octane, or Tankor. But until then, till all are one.